Hello, hello, hello. How you doing, Mary?
Hello, I am so good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm thrilled to be here. Very excited for INIT. I've been literally waiting an entire year for another one of these, so looking forward to it.
For real. I feel like we always say this at the opening ceremony of the Global Hack Week, but it feels like it's been so long since we were here, but also not that long at all. I've just been preparing for this for so long that I'm just happy it's finally here.
Yes, absolutely. And as always, we practice, we rehearse, and I immediately get distracted by chat and everyone saying hello. It's so good to see everyone again.
It seriously is. I know. I just want to read the chat and say hi to everyone individually.
Yeah, I know. It's so nice to see folks again, and all of our new friends as well.
Where's my,
Oh, God. No, you got it.
I just want to give a shout out to my hashtag YouTube community. He's already here.
The YouTube community is back. We do love to see that. Well, welcome everybody to Global Hack Week INIT 2023. We're going to jump right into it here because we have a ton of content to get through here today. We're going to start off with some introductions so you get to know who you're dealing with on stream here. I think I'm actually going to kick us off first. I'm the Director of Community Operations here at MLH. I help oversee everyone who works on our events team and manages all the various programs that we provide for hackers. That can be things like our Global Hack Week festivals, like you're at right now. That could be our member event hackathons, workshops, whatever the team does to support hackers out at events. I help run the team that does all that. For a fun fact here, believe it or not, I've actually been to every single INIT that has ever taken place. I'm really proud of that. And I think I'm part of a select crew that can say that. And this is one of the few weeks a year I check Twitter. So if you're interested in checking me out there, you can do that as well. I will be looking for posts from each and every one of you. Mary, do you want to give us an introduction as well?
I would love to. I don't want to burst your bubble, but I'm also in that select club of people who have been to every single INIT. But I think there's a few other people with us, a few other folks in that group, but it is very select. A little bit about me, for those of you I haven't had the chance to meet yet. I'm Mary. I work on our first party events here at MLH. I am so excited to see new faces this week and reconnect with some old friends here. This also is the 1 week a year that I check Twitter. So please tag me on stuff you're doing because I love getting to see what y'all are working on and posting. Yeah, follow me over here to see content once a year.
Also, I know that there are people who could hear us because the chat would be blowing up. I don't mean to call this person out, but I'm pretty sure people can hear us. I just get okay, thank you. I appreciate you. People who are able who said
that made me nervous for a second.
I'm sweating. Yeah, I'm like, oh my God. What's going on?
Now we're getting trolled. This is not okay.
Joe Nash has our back. Jack trolling us.
Joe is the one person I trust here.
Awesome. So with those introductions out of the way, I'm sure some of you are wondering what exactly Major League Hacking is. We help run something called the Global Hacker Community. And it's our mission to empower hackers just like each and every one of you here today. Whether it's your first time at a hackathon or your 100th, you are part of our community by being at one of our events. So we're thrilled to have you. You're actually part of a group of more than 130,000 hackers we work with each year at events all over the world. Some of those are in person, some of those are digital, and couldn't be more happy to have you here at Global Hack Week. Speaking of Global Hack Week, Mary, can you tell us a little bit about what that is?
I would love to. So you are at a Global Hack Week. These are our week-long hacker festivals. We actually run these 6 times throughout the year now, which it feels wild to say. We can get into a little bit of the history of Global Hack Week later in the week, but this grew from a 1-day event to a 3-day-a-year event to a week-long event to now a 6-time-a-year event. And I've just loved to see how the community has grown with that, and that we have the demand from our community to be able to run these so many times a year. But if it's your very first one, welcome. We're so excited to have you. In its simplest form, this is a week-long hacker festival. There's going to be stuff every single day for you to do to level up your skills. And we're going to tell you all about that today.
Yes. And the event we're running right now in INIT is a little different than our normal Global Hack Weeks. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
I can. So a NIT is called a NIT because we are initiating the 2023 hackathon season this week. Our hackathon season runs from July through June every year. So this is basically a giant kickoff party. So in addition to all the things you typically get at a Global Hack Week, so technical workshops and guilds and lots of fun games, you're also going to get some very, very exciting announcements coming to you. I don't want to say too much because I'm worried I'm going to spill the beans on things, but we have some really cool stuff coming.
Yes, I'm sorry, I'm behind on slides here, as always, getting distracted by chat. But our keynote is going to be from Swift, our CEO. That's actually going to be taking place on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And that's where we're going to be showing a bunch of those updates for the 2023 hackathon season. We'll be unveiling our new season mascot. We will have some other updates for y'all as well. So make sure to mark your calendars and come out to this.
Yes.
If this is your first time joining us at one of these events, welcome. We are so glad to have you here, as we've said a couple of times at this point. But in particular, the thing that Mary and I both really, really love about these events, and I think many people in the audience love about them as well, is the community that forms around them. Mary, do you want to share a little bit about this for us?
Yeah, I would love to. I mentioned this a little bit with how we've seen Global Hack Week grow, but I love the community that we have at these events so much. I think the thing that really makes a Global Hack Week special is, when you go to a hackathon on the weekend, you just have a few days to get to know folks there. You might be a little bit more pressured with the competitive aspect of it. And so all of our Global Hack Weeks kind of take a step back from that. You have an entire week to get to know folks. We don't do any judging of projects here or awarding of prizes. And so there really isn't any pressure to like build the most perfect project or spend all of your time hacking. You can lean into the community here a little bit more than I think is easy to do at our member event hackathons, which are awesome in all of their own ways. But yeah, that's kind of a little bit about the community here. Ryan, anything I'm missing?
No, I think you got the most important piece of that for me as well. There is a ton to understand about how to fully participate in one of our Global Hack Weeks and in it in particular. And so Mary and I are going to spend the next hour or so kind of introducing all of those various things to you, showing you how to do some of that stuff live. And then at the very end of this presentation, we're going to do a Q&A that normally goes on for a decent chunk of time as well, kind of getting everybody up to speed. As always, these will be recorded, though, so if you're not able to join us for the full thing, don't worry, you can watch it back. But I think the first thing we want to kind of introduce folks to is guilds. Can you tell us a little bit about these?
Yes, so guilds are your home within Global Hack Week. So we have close to 4,000 people participating this week. And I know that it's really intimidating to go into a Discord channel with 4,000 people and ask a question, which is why we introduced guilds. These are just that smaller group where you can go to if you have a question or you want to find someone to work on a project with or attend a session with. There are guilds for time zones, for regions in the world, for people that love stuffed sharks from IKEA. If you aren't seeing a guild for you, you can make your own. We'll get into the logistics of guilds later, but all you really need to know is it is your home this week.
Absolutely. And the Emily's Community Discord is the best place to connect with everyone in the hacker community, and particularly during Global Hack Week. We are going to go through exactly how to get started on the Discord in a couple of minutes here. But just know that Discord is a really important tool. And if you're kind of looking for community within your own guild or within other guilds or other attendees, rather, the best place to do that is on Discord. Do you want to talk a little bit about our live sessions as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Our live sessions are probably my favorite part of Global Hack Week. So we're going to have different things going on all right here on our Twitch throughout the entire week across every different time zone. So there's going to be everything from technical code along with me sessions where an MLHer will build a project live on stream and you can follow along and see how they do it. There'll be some more workshops that are a little bit more kind of lecture based where you'll follow along with slides and get to pick up a new skill. There'll be games going on over here. There'll be our keynote. So tons and tons of stuff for you to come and hang out. I highly recommend interacting with the chat over here. I think that's one of the easiest ways to get to know people as well. I'm excited to see y'all at our live sessions.
Yes, absolutely true. And one final thing here for our kind of introduction that we wanted to make sure we focused on is asking for help when you need it. There is a ton going on this week. There are a million links. There are all sorts of different workshops, all sorts of different opportunities with our partners, tons of different guilds. If you need any help this week, ask for it. One of the things Mary and I are really focused on is making sure every question in Discord gets a reply, and it might be from us, it might be from a fellow community member. If you need help, ask for it. One of the things I love about the hacker community is how willing and how able everyone is to jump in and give guidance and help you out. So if you need anything, ask for it. We're here to help you out with it. All right. So with that out of the way here, how do we actually get started with INIT here, Mary? Do you want to talk us through checking in?
I would love to. The first thing you want to do is actually get checked in. The reason we need you to check in is so we know to send you some swag. We know you were here. So head to this link right now. It's hackp.ac/init. If you registered for the event weeks ago or months ago even, you're going to want to make sure you still go and actually check in today. I saw almost 600 of you had already done it before we even started opening ceremony, which we love to see. But for everyone who hasn't, go and check in right there. I will keep giving you the reminder throughout the week. But very important.
Yes, absolutely. In addition to that week-long page, you're going to have a daily check-in page as well. And Mary, if you have the link for that handy by any chance, you rock. So these daily check-in pages, you're going to want to make sure you check into as well, because they're going to get you on your way to some awesome bonus swag. Today is the only day you have two special check-in pages. You've got your week-long one and your daily check-in, so make sure you do both of those here. And do you want to talk a little bit about checking in at live sessions?
Yes. So every single live session we do will also have a check-in. This is where you can track how many sessions you've been attending and making sure you're on your way to earn that bonus swag. So every single live session you go to, you're going to get a link at, including this one. So I'm going to drop that in the chat right now. Click another little button there and you'll have already checked off one of your live sessions to earn swag. And we'll tell you about that.
We love that. Speaking of swag, excellent. So I'm sure many of you are excited and eager to get to the first swag of the 2023 hackathon season. There's a couple of steps that you're going to want to make sure you complete to earn that swag. You're going to want to fill out our swag form, which I'm going to, again, ask Mary to help me out with and post in chat. This is going to get us some extra context that we need from you in order to be able to send swag to you. So make sure you fill out this form. You're also going to see in your daily emails a little indication of if you've completed this step or not. So it'll be very easy to tell starting tomorrow how far along you are in the process here. In addition to this swag form, there are a couple of other steps here. You're going to want to make sure that you've registered completely for the event. And that's that first link that Mary sent out here today that you're going to check in on. Complete that swag form we just talked about. Join discord.mlh.io and then submit an address to us as well. And that's going to be everything we need to make sure that you get kind of our basic swag for attending Global Hack Week INIT, and you get those first season mascot stickers and things like that of the season. That all sound good? Anything I missed there?
I think so. And if you're feeling overwhelmed by how many links we're sending, don't worry. They are all going to be in your inbox. They're all going to be in Discord. Don't be overwhelmed by it. You will have plenty of chances today to make sure you have all of them.
Absolutely true. And finally, if you're looking to earn a little bit of extra swag this week, we've got a couple of opportunities for you. The most direct one is literally our extra swag. We send out some awesome event-specific stickers to folks who are really actively participating in the event. So if you attend 3 live events over the course of the entire week and you check in each day, And I'll give you the little hint that we give you a little bit of wiggle room on the check-in, but you should check in every day. You will earn some extra stickers in your envelope as well. And especially for INIT, we usually do some limited run versions of the mascots. If you're looking to get those, this is the time to do it.
Yes.
Do you want to talk to the folks at home about our swag drops, Mary?
I would love to. I love giving out random swag. Ryan does as well, and a lot of other MLHers do. So we want to make sure you have the chance to earn extra things outside of just stickers. So for folks who are particularly active in chat, if we see something really cool that you're doing, if you're being really kind and helping hackers out, things like that, we're just going to be randomly dropping out swag for those folks. Unfortunately, we aren't able to catch every single kind thing that y'all do throughout the week, but we like to reward as many as possible. These swag packs are going to be things that we have in our warehouse. So it could be a season tee from last year. It could be one of our Global Hack Week fanny packs. It could be some cool stickers that we haven't distributed in a while. So it's a little bit of a surprise bag. I love getting to receive these swag packs personally, because you're going to get something unique that not a lot of other folks in the community have.
Yes, that is absolutely true. And then to give you a little bit more context on Discord here as well, and if you're worried about how quickly we're going through all this stuff, don't worry. We're actually going to have somebody coming on here shortly to walk you through the whole process. So if you're not, just giving you the basic information up front here. You're going to join our server and select a guild if you'd like to at discord.mlh.io. I know there's been a couple of issues with the guild selection at the moment, just because of server constraints. If you run into that issue, don't worry. You can come back tomorrow and select your guild. It'll have no impact on you in the long run here. Once you're in the Discord, there's a little bit of onboarding you have to do, where you're going to go through some various channels to get access to the rest of our server, agree to our rules, give us some information that we need to have. But eventually you're going to head to the Join GHW and INIT channel, and you're going to use a reaction there to get access to everything going on for INIT this week. Perfect. Yeah, server issue I'm seeing in the crowd here. That is A-okay. We will get that sorted for y'all, and you'll be good to go in the future here. If you're looking to join a guild as well, on Discord, you're going to head to Looking for Guild in Discord to learn more about the various ones we have this week. And after you've kind of made your selection about which guild you want to join, all you need to do is head back to discord.mlh.io and select one. And again, we're having some temporary issues with that, but it'll be up and running shortly. And I think with that, we are good to bring on our special guest. Is that correct?
That is correct. I wanted to bring someone on for y'all who could kind of just serve as a really great example.
All right, I'm going to get out of here, Mary, while you explain.
Okay, I'm going to give this hacker the intro that they deserve. Many of you probably already know who I'm bringing on. I see chat is blowing up. But for those of you who don't know this hacker, this is really just one of our most prolific hackers. I consider him, a good friend, a consultant to Global Hack Week, and just really an icon in the community, if I'm being fully honest. The crowd is going wild. For folks who do not know who TNR is, you're probably extremely confused. But fear not, we will explain in a moment. Oh, we're getting some requests for Jack. Some people aren't sure who it is. All right, it looks like our special guest is ready, so I am going to bring them on.
Hello?
Hello, how are you?
I mean, I'm doing good. It's INIT.
Yeah.
I'm feeling great, yeah. I prolific hacker, I heard myself described as. That's exciting.
Yeah. I just want to be honest, give credit where credit is due. I know we have a lot of fans in the chat, but for folks who might be joining for the first time, do you mind giving just a quick intro? Who are you? What do you do? Why are you here?
Mean, do we have time for that? I feel like that's kind of like a storied saga.
I think we have time for the condensed version.
Okay. Well, so the condensed version starts when I was 5-year-old. It was a cloudy day. I left my family home, and that's probably starting a little too far back, actually, the more I think about it.
Let's fast forward a little bit.
Yeah, okay. I love Global Hack Week, or Local Hack Day, as it used to be called back in my day. I'm a prolific hacker. I come on the stream sometimes to help out Mary and Ryan and kind of explain a little bit about what's going on, show the folks how to do what they need to do for the event, make it a success for everybody. That sound about right?
That sounds perfect. The reason I wanted to bring you on today is because it's our first day of INIT. There's a lot of stuff folks need to do. There's a lot of forms to check in on. They've got to get on the Discord, and I thought, who better to show them how to do that than you?
I would be honored. Let me just borrow Ryan's screen real quick here.
Okay.
So if you are on the website here and you go to attend, that's going to bring you to this page. And then all you need to do is register and check in. And the important thing here, if you've registered ahead of time, you're going to want to make sure you still come back here and check in. This is that week-long page that I heard y'all talk about. Easy peasy. You just click and you're good to go. I'm already logged in, which I assume everyone is at home as well. But you just click there. And then I'll do the day one page as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just register and check in. Easy as that. I'm already checked in here. I can see the green button. I'm good to go.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
So you're checked into the event. Are you already in our Discord?
It looks like there were some Discord changes actually. I saw this big message from Ryan here. I have not gone through the new stuff though. So if I go in here, I did already agree to the rules. I've not selected a location yet though, so let me do that real quick. So I'm just in Discord. You can go to discord.mlh.io first. Probably I should show. Actually, let me do that. So let's go back to the start here. And so if you go to discord.mlh.io, again, you can see I've already kind of logged in here. But you just have to agree to the code of conduct and rules, and then you hit launch Discord. And if it doesn't work for some reason, if you just go to discord.com, you should see it in your kind of list on the side here. But then you're going to select a location. For me, I'm going to select North America here. And then that changed the stuff that I can see here. And I want to just pop down to become a member. And again, I'm just going to click on this little reaction. And now I can see some other things here. I actually heard about this team color thing. What team are you supporting, Mary?
I'm on Team Yellow. Do we have some support for Team Yellow in the chat?
I heard that Ryan is on blue, so I was thinking that I'd mix it up and go Team Red. But okay. I mean, we could team up too. Would that be too powerful if both of us were on the same team?
I think that would be great, honestly. I don't know. Like the only thing I'd worry about is I don't want to make Ryan feel bad. You know?
I see. I'm gonna go Team Red, I think.
Okay, that's fine.
And then I just click this reaction. That's going to give me access to another channel here when it loads. I can select some notification settings. I can do some pronouns, things like that. But the thing I need for Global Hack Week INIT is right here. And let me just do this again. And it's not going to load, of course. One more try. You love technical difficulties during the live demo.
It happens to the best of us. We've got a lot of folks using our Discord right now.
Yes. So I can see I just got added to the red chat here, and I clicked that a couple of seconds ago. So if you're in the same boat as me and Discord is lagging, you can give it a minute. It's doing its best right now. Discord, F in chat, please, for Discord. I agree. Discord's trying its best, and that's what's important.
It really is.
But that's basically it. Like after that, you get access to all the Global Hack Week INIT channels. We checked in for the day. There's still the swag form and the address one, but I figured I'd do those off stream since they've got some personal info in them.
Totally.
There's folks posting in the red chat. Fail. There we go.
Now everyone's gonna run and join Team Red.
Yeah, I feel like I've upset the balance of power, but that's okay.
You probably have.
Yeah. So that's checking in and everything.
That's checking in. Do you have any other, words of wisdom or advice for the folks at home? I think we have so many people who, like, their goal at INIT is to be more like you. So what can people do? Any tips?
To be more like me?
To be a prolific hacker.
I see. I mean, having an iconic style is a big piece of it. I think I would go there. Okay. And if you hadn't cut my story short, I think the moral of that story, well, that may be for another time. I'll share the full story. I think, oh, look, we got access to all the channels too. We love that.
Love it.
Excellent. Hello, everyone. Hi, friends. I misspelled friends. There we go. I think advice for folks, just have fun with it. Enjoy the week. It's, about what you learn along the way. Have a good time with it. Yeah.
And I see we had a new person who was Googling TNR. You won't find a lot about TNR on the internet. TNR, why don't you say you're more of like a community celebrity.
You know how they do like A-list celebrities and so on down the
Yeah.
list? I recently described myself as a Z-list celebrity, and I feel like that
Okay.
fits, like very bottom tier celebrity.
Top tier in my heart, but
yeah, top tier in this community specifically. But if we're looking at the global celebrity list, I feel like I've got to be down there pretty low.
That's okay though.
Also, hello everyone in chat. Number 2 fan, Jacqueline. I appreciate that.
Oh, TNR is all about that privacy.
It's been real. It's been a pleasure. The mascot this season, it's Gorilla, right?
I can't confirm or deny anything about the mascot.
Blink twice if it's Gopher.
I don't know what to tell you.
Tell me that it's Goldfish.
12 p.m. EST Tuesday. 10 p.m. EST Tuesday. My apologies.
What ones have I done so far? What about the name? Gary?
I don't know.
All right. You've got a good poker face. I can't get anything out of you. It's been real. I've got hacking to do. I'll catch you next time.
Bye, TNR.
Bye, everyone.
Can we get some claps in the chat? What other emojis really embody TNR? Maybe some Blahages in the chat for TNR. He's been in Blahage Gang in the past. There we go. We've got some claps. We do love TNR. I'm so grateful that like such an icon in our community is willing to give up their time to come on our stream still. He's gotten so much more famous over the past few years. It's really really an honor that he's still taking time to chat with us and show everyone how to check in.
Hello. I'm back.
Hello, we missed you.
Oh, someone was asking for me to come back. That's a surprise.
How is that?
Shout out to Craig. Yeah. I feel like everyone's very excited about Totally Not Ryan normally.
People are excited about you as well.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he was fun. We will hear back from him more throughout the week, I'm sure. He somehow always manages to find a way on stream, even when we least expect it. But moving along here, we've still got some great content ahead of us. I'm wondering, what should I be working on during INIT, Mary? Could you help me out here?
It's an incredible question. So in addition to all of those live sessions that I talked about before our special guest came on, we have challenges for you every day. So what I mean by this is we give and release a list of prompts essentially for different kinds of projects you can work on. So we do everything from like quick coding challenges. So things like challenging you to say hello in a new language, to more like design-centered ones, to ones that involve a much larger project. These are just meant to give you some inspiration on what to work on this week. The real goal of this week is to build the projects that you're interested in learning about. So don't try to tackle all the challenges. Go and see the ones that are interesting to you, and take a stab at those.
And those challenges are going to be submitted on various locations. It's either going to be on a dev post page specifically for that day, or on a Google form, again, specifically for that day. Yes. The best way to find these is on init.mlh.io/challenges, or you can go to the menu in the upper right-hand corner and click on the challenges button. And each challenge will have a specific link out to where you submit it. And we're making a change this go around on challenges as well, Mary. Do you want to talk to us a little bit about this timing here?
Yes, so I'm really excited about this. We historically have had challenges due at 12 p.m. Eastern time every single day. We are going to move that back 2 hours to 10 a.m. Eastern time. And the reason we want to do this is that when we close them a little bit earlier, we'll have time to actually give you your daily points update and open all the new challenges before we do our daily Today in Global Hack Week stream. So in the past, you would attend the stream, and then after it, you would get to see your points. Now you're going to have them in your inbox before you even come to our daily stream. So 10 a.m. Eastern time is the new deadline. You'll see that over on Dev Post. If you are located in IST, I believe that is 7:30 p.m. IST that they'll be due. So excited about this little change.
Absolutely. And again, you can view all of those challenges on our website at init.mlh.io/challenges. And we'll, during the Q&A later, Mary and I will walk through some of those as well. So in addition to our normal opening ceremony material here, we also have a bunch of stuff happening today that we want to make sure we give you information on as well. Before we jump into the actual content for the day, though, as a pro tip for everybody at home, if you're trying to keep up with the calendar, trying to keep up with all of the amazing things happening this week, there's actually a Google Calendar that you can add to your own account or your own calendar service of your choice. If you go to hackpack/GHW calendar, you can add this right to your own Google Calendar. So everything's already in your system and easy to keep track of and follow along with. So definitely recommend that as well.
I do want to call out one of Ryan's superpowers is giving me time zone conversions.
Don't put me on the spot. You're not going to, but the hackers are now. Like I'm terrified.
Ryan has inspired me to get better at it.
Yeah. It did develop over the course of the pandemic. I feel like I've got it down pat for our core regions, but all right. So with that out of the way, our first session here is actually from a brand new MLHer. What do we got going on here?
Yes, so we have Kevin, who's going to be live on the stream right when Ryan and I end our opening ceremony. This is Kevin's very first stream for a Global Hack Week, so I expect you all to go out there, show him a huge Global Hack Week welcome, send a ton of love at his session. The reason why we wanted to do a session on GitHub so early in the week is so that for any beginners out there who want to learn how to use GitHub, or more experienced folks who want to level up their skills, go to this session. He's going to be covering more than just GitHub tools. He's going to do some kind of basics of Git and all sorts of stuff about version control. So make sure you go and attend this.
Nice. We got a fan favorite here. What is Hannah up to?
Of course, we are bringing back our most requested track. A little bit about what our tracks are. These are just technical sessions that take place over more than one session. So for kind of bulkier topics, we like to break it out into 2 or 3 or 4 sessions that you have a little bit less to focus on during just one stream. So Hannah is going to be doing one on web development. You can join the first part of it today at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So right after Kevin ends his stream.
Nice. What is up next?
Yes, after that, we are going to have what is probably my favorite mini event, No Light. If you haven't done this game yet, basically you'll try to recreate a website without any of the normal developer tools that you have. You can play this game even if you've never programmed in HTML. The first time I did it, I had never done any sort of web development. It's extremely beginner friendly, but it's just a ton of fun. And that'll be at 5 p.m. Eastern time today.
I recognize we paused the stream to joke with Jack probably more often than we should, but I would love to run a session of Blahaj Tank, write up the script, tell us how this runs. We'll give you the space for it.
Yeah.
What does Ellie have going on?
Ellie is going to be doing a Hack with React session. Learning React is so helpful in your hacker journey. This is just applicable to so many different types of projects you might want to make and things you might do throughout the rest of the season. So join Ellie's session at 7 p.m. Eastern time today.
Yes. And again, we're going to do a full Q&A at the end. I do want to stop and quickly answer one question here. I have a hacker who's saying some of these sessions would be really late in India, and this one is a great example of that. It'd be 4:30 a.m. in India. With content going over the course of the entire week, it is impossible for hackers to attend every single session. They are all recorded for you, though, if you'd like to join or watch any of them late, rather. And the intention behind the schedule is that there is good coverage for both of our major regions, North America and kind of Asia Pacific. You're not going to get the same things, strictly speaking, but you'll be able to participate in all sorts of awesome things, regardless of where you're at in the world. So just to address that really quickly. What is Will on stream for?
Yes, Will is going to be kicking off his track, which is the machine learning track. We ran this 2 Global Hack Weeks ago, I believe, and it was very requested, so we're bringing it back. So join him at 11 p.m. Eastern time. This one's a little bit better for our APAC folks, 8:30 a.m. IST tomorrow, for part number 1 of this session.
Someone calling out the difficult work I do here. What's Rippy up to?
Also this one, Will is going to be sipping coffee all week. Just wait until we talk about his Hack Your Espresso event coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Ritby is going to be running another session of Note Light. The reason why we do our mini events twice is to try to hit both of our major regions during them. So this one's going to be at 4 a.m. Eastern Time, 1:30 p.m. IST. You definitely want to make sure you get to a Note Light round. I love this game so much.
Nice. And this is going to be our other Will joining us for the MLH Fellowship info session. What's going on there?
Yes, so Will R., who works at the MLH Fellowship, is going to be here to answer any questions you have about the fellowship. Ryan and I always get a lot of questions about the fellowship, but neither of us work super directly on this. And so that's why we're bringing in an expert on it. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, the fellowship is an internship alternative program that we run for hackers all around the world. So come hang out with Will tomorrow, ask him all the questions you have, get tips on how to apply for it and interviewing and all of that good stuff.
Yes, absolutely. And I believe our final session before, actually I lied. There's going to be another one after this as well. What's our Twilio workshop going to be about?
Yes, this is our final session before I am back on stream tomorrow. Joe Nash is going to be doing a workshop tomorrow. I am very, very excited about it. I believe Joe Nash is in the chat right now. For those of you who haven't met him, you will be a fan by the time you end this workshop tomorrow. So join him tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 5:30 p.m. IST.
And Mary and I both skipped over one last session here. We're going to have Kevin back on early tomorrow. What is Kevin going to be covering here?
Yes, Kevin is going to be doing a session on how to manage your schedule with Notion. We've gotten a ton of requests to bring more sessions in during our live streams that work well for project management and just other kind of topics that go into being a hacker. So hang out tomorrow, learn what Notion can do, get some cool tips from Kevin on it, maybe learn how to manage your Global Hack Week schedule. And this is our actual last session before I'm back tomorrow.
And our last session here, I've been replaced. Mary and Jacqueline will be on tomorrow to do a Today in Global Hack Week. These sessions are kind of like our daily recap of everything that happened and our kind of daily introduction to everything coming up. So you'll get a kind of a walkthrough of the challenges. You'll get any important updates from the team. You'll get check-in links and all of that good stuff here. Anything you feel like I'm missing in that list, Mary?
That is really it. Make sure you come back every day to these. They're a ton of fun. You'll get to see what all is going on. These are also the best place if you have questions that you're having trouble finding an answer to in Discord. You can come and ask live.
Nice. I'm seeing a bunch of really good questions in chat. We're almost at the end of our presentation. So just as a heads up, we will be answering all of your questions right after we finish up here. And again, a friendly reminder, if you're looking for that schedule, it's available on our website, but you can also add it directly to your Google Calendar if that's your jam by going to hackp.ac/GHW calendar. Alrighty, so we've got a bunch of amazing partners who help make all of the things that MLH do possible. We've got a slate of awesome folks who are partnering with us directly for Global Hack Week INIT, and we wanted to make sure we gave each of them a shout out and told you what they're up to this weekend, because all of them have great offers for you to make use of over the course of the week. So without further ado, Mary, do you want to introduce us to our first partner here?
I would love to. We have a fan favorite back for another Global Hack Week. If you've never used Twilio before, make sure you check it out this week. Twilio has so many cool things you can incorporate into your project. So if you've ever wanted to call someone from a project or send text in one of your hacks or anything like that, you can do it all with Twilio and with your $50 of free credit that you're going to have this week. Like I just mentioned, Joe is going to be doing workshops throughout the week, and you'll see a bunch of challenges. If you have the chance to, I recommend asking Ryan about his very first hackathon project because he used Twilio in it.
That is true. We've got another fan favorite here as our second partner. Linode is going to be sponsoring the event this week, and they're giving each of you $100 in free credit for their platform. If you've never heard of Linode before, they're a cloud services platform. You can use them for creating and hosting a website, storing data, and all sorts of other things. If you kind of need a machine in the cloud, you can get that through Linode. And one thing I also will say about them, I think their workshops consistently get ranked among the highest of every workshop we have at Global Hack Weeks. So make sure you attend their workshops happening throughout the week here.
Yes.
Do you want to introduce us to our next partner here?
I would love to. Our next partner is a first-time Global Hack Week partner, so I'm so excited to have Wix with us this week. You can all sign up for a free account and use some new features that they have with Velo. So the reason I'm particularly excited about these new features they've rolled out is you can now add custom JavaScript to your Wix websites, just making them much more customizable. So very excited to see the cool websites y'all create this week.
Nice. We've got GitHub back here as well. And if you haven't heard of GitHub yet, I'm sure you will shortly. GitHub rocks. They are a platform for managing your Git repositories and doing a bunch of automations and extra things on top of that. They've got a bunch of really useful features for hackers. In particular, I always like to call out their GitHub Student Developer pack. It has tons of free credits in it, tons of professional grade tools. Heavily recommend you check that out. They're going to have sessions throughout the week, but this is a great opportunity to dabble with Git and really learn how to use it if you haven't before, and definitely check out GitHub when you're doing that. What does VeriSign have going on?
Yeah, so VeriSign is back for another Global Hack Week as well. If you haven't used them before, they are a really awesome domain name platform. Definitely check out namestudio.com and their free domain name generator this week. If you ever have trouble thinking of the domain name you want to use for all the web hacks you create, you can use them. They're going to have some really neat challenges coming out this week as well, so keep an eye on all of those.
Nice. We've got Replit up next. If you've not heard of them before, they're actually a really useful tool for hackers. I've used them before for some of my own projects. Replit is a platform where you can basically go in and create a project in the cloud. They do a little bit of the hosting for you. You can do your code editing there, and you can share it with others really easily as well. I've explained it to folks as like a Google Doc almost for coding. It's really been a helpful way of describing it for folks. It's great if you're working on a project with other hackers. Definitely recommend checking it out because you'll get access to some of the features they have on their free tier. So make sure you check out Replit this week. Excited for our next one. What is AppWrite up to this week?
I'm also excited for our next one. So if you aren't familiar with AppWrite, it's an open source backend platform. So if you think of any API that you could ever need to build a project, you can use AppWrite for that. They really have everything over there. You can sign up for a completely free account today. They're going to have some very cool challenges. And I believe we have a fan favorite community member who's working over there. Is that right, Ryan?
That is, and chat is aware of it as well. Aditya Oberai, one of our coaches, and then is now working at AppWrite full time. So very excited to have him and the entire AppWrite team joining us this week.
Same.
Next up, we've got Coil here. You might have seen Coil at some of our other events. They're a really cool platform. They are kind of like a new way to experience and get access to content on the web. You basically get extra content from creators by paying into it. And for you as a developer, as a coder, you can actually monetize your own websites. You can do that to, buy your own coffees. You can use that to make donations to charities based on the traffic you receive. Lots of cool things you can do with Coil. They basically make it really easy for you to monetize your content on the web. Heavily recommend you check them out this week. You're getting $50 in credit to use as a hacker at this event. And our final partner here, what is DSO up to?
Yes, last but certainly not least, if you aren't familiar with DSO, they are the decentralized social blockchain. You've probably seen them at some of our member events. They are super, super active in the community. Everyone who's here is going to get free DSO credit this week, and they have some very cool challenges coming out. If you're like me and you're intimidated by the blockchain at all, this is your sign to get started programming on the blockchain this week. The challenges they're bringing you are beginner friendly. So I really recommend taking that leap and trying it out this week if you haven't yet.
Perfect. And with that is everything we wanted to cover here today, Mary. We've got our Q&A coming up. So if you have questions for us that we haven't been able to answer during the presentation so far, now is a great time to post those. Please post them in the Twitch or YouTube chat, and Mary and I will do our best to answer every question that we get. We'll take it from there, yeah?
Yes, and if you already posted yours, we're going to start where the chat is now, so repost it. And it might take us a little bit to get through all of them, so just hang out, be patient, we'll have fun. Shall we jump into it?
Yeah, let's do it, and let's change up our feed a little bit.
First one, someone asked, can someone send the IST time slots we can do that. The easiest way to see that is going to be by adding it to your own personal calendar. And this works for everyone, not just people in IST. I'm posting the link in the chat right now.
Perfect. Mary is going to be the expert here, but do we have any DevOps challenges?
We have some later this week. Nothing open right now. If you have a particular challenge that you would like to see, open up a ticket over in Discord and I will make it for you.
Perfect. Quick question about the swag form. Do we have to fill it again if we filled it during a previous Global Hack Week? You do need to fill out the swag form again if you filled it out during a previous Global Hack Week. You don't need to submit a new address, though, if you've done that previously and your address has not changed. The safest thing to do is to submit everything, but you'll get in your email tomorrow what steps you've completed and what steps you have not. So you can also just be patient until roughly 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow, and you can see all your status then as well.
Someone asked, how do I get the links to all of this? If there's a particular one you're looking for, I'll post it in chat for you. But otherwise, everything is either on all of the following: Discord, our website, and the emails that you're getting every day. The most important thing is to make sure you're registered for the event so we know to send you those emails. And that one is hackp.ac/init.
Awesome. I'm going to do a couple of ones quickly here. Where can we watch the recorded sessions, and will the live events be posted anywhere afterwards? Both of those are the same question. You're going to be able to find the recordings on twitch.tv/MLH and on our YouTube channel as well, which I don't have the URL of memorized, but you can check out either of those platforms for all of our recordings as well. I'm going to
YouTube community.
Yes, hashtag YouTube community. I also see a question from a hacker saying that the pink wallpaper is not working. We will get that fixed. I will add it to our queue here. And one thing I do want to call out for everybody as well, Mary and I and the entire MLH team are working through your questions as quickly as we can. Really appreciate your patience as we get bugs sorted out, as we get through all those questions. The patience goes a long way. We're in it for a week, so we're got to pace ourselves and get through everyone one at a time.
Here is a really good question that we didn't address super directly in our slides. How do the challenges get scored? So like I said in there, we don't do any judging. The kind of scoring, if you will, is really just a count of all of the challenges you did. So every day in your inbox, you're going to get a rundown of a list of the challenges you did. So you can keep track of how many you did day 1 versus day 2, etc. They're not judged or graded or anything like that. It's just for you to challenge yourself to see as many as you can complete. But the thing I always tell folks is don't feel super pressed to complete as many as you possibly can. I would focus on the ones that you find interesting.
Definitely. A couple of ones here. Can we go for multiple challenges in a day? Absolutely. You don't need to go for all of them, though. Go for the ones that are interesting to you. There's no extra benefit for going for every challenge. Oh, you got it.
We picked the same one. If you are getting started in tech right now, if today's your day 1, I would recommend sticking around for Kevin's session so you can learn about GitHub. GitHub allows you to really easily collaborate with others and also keep track of anything that you are writing. So that's my first tip to get started. Ryan, what about you?
Yeah, I think that's great as well. And honestly, there are a lot of languages out there that are, I would say, more friendly to beginners than others. Personally, I got started with Python and always enjoyed that. I know there's some people who are going to disagree with that advice, of course, but if there's a language that you've heard about before or feels like it's something you're excited about, I think what you're personally drawn to is probably more important than picking the perfect language. It's really about what is exciting for you as a developer and what's going to help you create what you want to create. So.
Another great question. Links to all the partners, they are in our FAQ channel over on Discord. An easy way to remember it is they're all hackp.ac/GHW dash their name. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. They're all right here as well, just in this FAQ channel.
Yes. Okay. Where are we at now? Someone asked about UI UX challenges. We have some very, very good UI UX challenges coming later this week. And if you check out the schedule, we have, I think, the most live UI UX sessions that we've ever done in a Global Hack Week. So we're doing an intro to Figma, an intro to UI UX, a generative art with Flutter one. So very cool art stuff coming in for all my artists out there.
Yes. How is INIT different from Global Hack Week Share? Do you mind taking this one, Mary?
Would love to. So INIT and Global Hack Week Share are both Global Hack Weeks. That means they're both week-long events. They both feature a ton of cool stuff for you to level up as a hacker. So challenges to attend, people to meet, all of that good stuff. Share had a focus on demoing and showing off what you created throughout this season. So we did a little bit more around how to create a cool demo video and how to actually show the world what you're building. INIT is focused on initiating our 2023 hackathon season. So the thing that's special about this week is we're going to give you some cool announcements about the 2023 hackathon season. We have a little bit more, I would say, like a party feel at INIT, because this really is just a week-long kickoff party.
Nice. Someone asked for the DSO link. I posted it in chat for you, so hopefully you just saw that. Are we getting swag? Yes, you should get swag if you register for the event. You just need to complete our registration challenges. Honestly, the easiest way to see about swag is in your email tomorrow morning, or I guess tomorrow evening, depending on where you're at in the world. You will get a list of challenges you have not yet completed that you need to complete to earn swag. So it'll be in your registration section. It'll say, hey, you haven't earned swag yet. Here's what you need to do. But you need to register for the event fully is the most simple explanation for it.
Yes.
Where can I find the daily challenges? I actually was realizing we didn't really explore the website a ton, so I'm just going to screen share real quick, and we will go through that. So on our website here, and I'm getting a little bit of artifacting on the stream, that's all right. If you click in this menu in the upper right-hand corner, there's going to be a guild section, a swag section, a challenges section, schedule, and FAQ. Challenges are going to be right here, and this should be what you need for your question. And I can see there's challenges already live, which is great as well.
Yes.
Great. Here's a good one. Ooh.
You got
it.
Oh, someone asked, how do I get a tea? We are not giving out teas as part of our regular or our bonus swag for this event, but teas are definitely a possibility within those swag packs that we're dropping. So the best way to get a swag pack is to be nice to other hackers and participate in the event, and you'll have a chance at getting one of those random drops.
Yes. And then throughout the season, you can earn teas by attending one of our North American or European events in person, or winning first, second, third, or an overall category at one of our member event hackathons is the other way as well.
And I don't want to say too much, but I got to see our season teas for this year, and they are so good.
They are good. I will agree with that. Can I take up two challenges together and submit both of them rather than one? You're welcome to do whatever you are excited about as a hacker. Again, the points are made up. They're just for you to keep track of. So if you want to submit two challenges at once, that is A-okay with us. We'd love for you to complete as many challenges as you like. So yeah, have fun with it.
Someone asked, how do swag raffles in live sessions work? So in the past, we used to raffle out swag at every single live session. We're no longer doing it at every single session. We're kind of optimizing to give more out over on Discord. There will be a few sessions where we give out some extra swag. You'll see it over in chat, but it's more so going to be a surprise for the folks who are at that session.
When will there be a hackathon with one topic which we can submit a project on? So I think what you're asking here is a little bit more about our member event hackathons versus a global hack week. A global hack week, you can work on something new every day. You could work on something over the course of the week if you wanted to, but they're a little bit more like loosey-goosey, open-ended, kind of pick your own adventure. If you're looking for something that has a little bit more guidance behind it, I'd recommend checking out one of our hosted by MLH hackathons or one of our many member events on mlh.io/events. And one of the exciting announcements that we have is that on Tuesday, we're going to launch all of our starting events for the 2023 season. So you'll get to see a slate of like 20 or so hackathons we're going to be using to kick off the season. So you'll get to register for some of those.
Yes. Someone said they're only seeing 3 channels on Discord after joining. Ryan, do you mind showing them where they should head to?
Ready. So let me actually switch accounts here real quick. Technical difficulties. There we go. So this is a admin account with a little bit more visibility, but if you just got in and you can only see a couple of channels, you're going to want to make sure you head to this welcome channel and read the instructions here. Typically, you're going to need to go to set your location. You're going to need to pick a location here. And then after you've selected this location, this become a member channel will become visible to you. I know with the number of people trying to get into our Discord right now that it's lagging a little bit and doing its best to keep up with all of the requests. It's taken a couple of minutes though, so give it a minute, give it a refresh. Over the course of the week, you'll be able to get in and get access to all the channels you need to.
All righty. Some of these we have already answered a little bit earlier.
Here's a really common one as well that I would love to address. So let me do the screen share again. Oh no, I stopped it. Great. So this hacker said, when I click follow Discord error, you get an error for webhook permissions. So these announcement channels like this one here are a little kind of complicated. I think they don't actually do a great job explaining this to end users. So this follow button is if you want to add this channel to your own Discord server. So if you have your own Discord server that you have admin privileges in, so maybe you host a server for your guild and you want the MLH announcements channel to be in your guild's Discord, you can press this follow button to add it to a different Discord server. As a regular hacker, you're going to get notifications automatically if you have our notification role, which everyone does by default. So you don't need to worry about following this. You'll get notifications regardless. I know it's a little confusing, so no worries there.
Here is another good question. The challenges listed, are they to be completed today or can I do them tomorrow? So you have from now until tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time / 7:30 p.m. IST to complete those challenges. If there's a challenge that you really love one day and you just don't have time to complete it, just open up a ticket and let me know. I'm happy to keep it open for you longer. This week is really about learning and having fun. So we're not big sticklers on the rules here, I would say. So if you need more time, just let me know.
That is very true. Lots of flexibility to make the event work for you. How can we access the entire schedule for all the events? If you go on the website and click on this menu in the upper right-hand corner, and then just click on schedule, you're going to have every live session available to you right here. And there's also the Global Hack Week calendar as well at hackp.ac/GHW calendar.
And I apologize. I know that the earning swag can get a little confusing. You do not need to refer a hacker to get basic swag. We would love if you brought a friend to the event. I am giving out some extra swag to folks who are referring friends, but that is not one of the minimum steps to take.
I'm going to do a couple of rapid fire ones here. Any UI UX challenges? Yes, we do have some later on this week, and we have some UI UX sessions as well if you want to do any of those live. Is the web dev challenges beginner friendly? I only know HTML and CSS and some very basic JS. You are good to go. Even if you've never coded before, you're going to be totally fine at Global Hack Week INIT. You definitely have a steeper learning curve than some other folks, but this event is intended for folks regardless of their level as a hacker or as a programmer. You're still going to be A-okay. Just make sure you ask for help, and the community should jump in to get you started there. Our live sessions recorded. They are available on twitch.tv/MLH and our YouTube channel as well. So you can make sure you get those there. And I see someone else asking the same question right here. They are recorded.
Mm-hmm. Someone said, confused about the process of how to enroll. hackp.ac/init. You can also access it from our website right here. That is the first step to enroll.
Yes. And then once you've checked in here, you can go to any of the daily pages down here. So if you wanted to do the day one page, you could come in here.
Yes.
All right. So someone said, I have not received my swag from a previous local hack day back in January of 2022. Really sorry to hear that. We, of course, send out letters and stickers to everybody who participates in the event. Unfortunately, there are parts of the world that have a higher rate of mail failure than others. I know particularly for our audience, some of my hackers in India have a really hard time getting their letters. We do send out a letter for everybody who registers and completes those challenges. Unfortunately, we don't receive tracking information for them because we have to do them in bulk to be able to do it for all 4,000 plus people that attend the event. But you can keep waiting. I know plenty of hackers who've gotten their letters like 9 or 10 months later, incredibly, where it makes its way through the system. But unfortunately, we don't have extra swag to send out either.
Here's another good question. If I check in using the link from a recorded session, will it be counted? So most of our sessions, the check-in will be closed by the time you're watching it recorded, unless you're watching it right after. So that will not be counted towards your 3 sessions. If you can absolutely only attend 3 recorded sessions, open a ticket. I'm happy to make sure they get counted for you, though.
Absolutely.
I really like this question. Tips for beginners. Honestly, like my biggest tip for beginners is just ask for help. We have like what I really think is one of the most welcoming and helpful communities that I have ever seen, and we have so many people willing to help you out, but they can't if you don't let them know, what you need. So ask for help, ask all of the questions that you have. There are no dumb questions here, and let our community do its thing and help you out.
Absolutely.
Ryan, do you have a
do you have anything to add there? I think you hit the nail on the head is the honest answer. Ask for help. Attend the live sessions is the other thing I'd say, because you'll get to hack along with someone who's actively completing a challenge. And that should make it a lot easier to get started as well.
Yeah.
All right. How do we sign up for the AppWrite beta? If you use the link in our FAQ channel, that should get you everything you need from the AppWrite team this weekend. We're also going to spin up a channel for AppWrite questions that you can use to reach out to Tessa and Aditya and anyone else on the AppWrite team that's joining us this week.
Yeah. Here's another good question. This is my first Global Hack Week. Welcome, by the way. What are the challenges leading to a specific project, or do we create multiple projects? You can kind of do either. Most folks create multiple projects, but if you are building something really large and you want to incorporate some challenges as different pieces of it, that is fine as well. But the most common way to tackle the challenges is a new project per challenge.
All right. I'm also realizing we're still answering questions from 12:45. It is currently 1 o'clock here. Mary and I are going to do the classic jumping down to the bottom of the list here. So
there we
go. Going to new comments. If you submitted a question that we didn't answer, just re-ask it. We're going to keep going through them, but I want to get caught up a little bit more recently here.
Here's a good one. Is joining a guild mandatory? It is not, but I highly, highly, highly recommend you do it. There's really no reason not to.
Yeah.
What's the purpose of color teams? They're just for fun.
Correct. They're not even related to Global Hack Week. They're just for fun. So.
But the yellow one is the best one.
Blue is the best team. Don't listen to Mary.
So
you'll see that on the stream right now. Oh, there's blue right here, indicating that blue is the best team.
And the yellow in my background is a shout out.
Don't listen to Mary here. Can we change our guild? Yes, you can. There was a really good question I wanted to. Oh, right here. When are Google Cloud Google Cloud Platform credits coming back to member event hackathons? With all of our partners, we work with them and their teams to make sure that hackers have awesome benefits at our events throughout the season. I don't know for sure if what our offerings for hackers are going to be are in Swift's keynote on Tuesday, but after he does that keynote, I'm happy to talk a little bit more about what cloud credits we're providing to hackers next season. I've got some insider information I'd love to share with you all. I think you're going to be really excited about what we have for you. So.
This hacker asked if it says, I clicked.
You got to click again.
There we go. If it says INIT 2023 behind me, it does. Open up a ticket and I'll give you a swag drop. You're the first person to notice.
Will there be Blahaj giveaways? There will not be Blahaj giveaways. If you come visit the MLH office, though, I have some Blahajes at the MLH office that I'm more than happy to give away to folks. So, yes. Open invitation there.
Yes.
Is there any theme song of MLH in it? There, in fact, is. Purple Play-Doh Pasta is like our favorite song. We found it for a local hack day build like a year and a couple of months ago at this point, right? Yes. Unofficial theme song.
Unofficial, but like such a good song.
Yes, it's true. It is true.
Where's Ryan's office?
The MLH office is located in New York City, or the one I'm referring to, at least. That's the one I work out of.
We are getting today. We're getting into silly questions sooner than I was expecting. So what other regular questions do we have?
How to raise a ticket. I actually think that the ticket system is down at the moment. We made a bunch of changes to our Discord, as we've talked about a couple of times here. But in the Ask for Help channel or section, there'll be a tickets channel that you can see in a couple of minutes that lets you open up a private thread with MLHers to get help, share your email, do that kind of stuff that you wouldn't want to do in a public channel.
Yes. Someone asked, what is a Blahaj? I want to address this because you're probably going to get a bunch of trolly answers in the chat. A Blahaj is a blue stuffed shark from IKEA. Ryan, Do you
Oh yeah, I can
lean over and show yours? And I truly do not know how, but it became a huge meme in our community. We have a ton of folks who love these stuffed sharks, so much that they sent Ryan 19 of them last year during INIT. But that's what Blahaj is.
This guy right here.
Yeah.
They're huge. Is the other thing? Like, I'm 6 foot tall, at least, and these are massive. And they sent me 19 of them. They've been a terror on my apartment for more than a year. Where can we get our own Blahaj? Not partnered, not sponsored. Can't advertise or endorse any Blahaj things on stream today.
Folks want to know if Blahaj is the new season mascot. It could be, but you'll have to wait for Swift's keynote to find out.
And if you could keep going, Mary, I'm just doing a little admin in the back here.
I absolutely can. Oh, someone said I've referred more than 10 hackers. That's amazing. There isn't any like particular, prize or special swag you get for that. But thank you so much. You do have a higher chance of earning one of our random swag giveaways over there for sure.
Here's a question from our YouTube community here that we addressed a couple of times, but more than happy to come back to. Global Hack Week INIT is designed for hackers all over the globe. There are plenty of sessions that are in the middle of the night for US hackers as well. And so the intention is not for you to attend every session. They are all recorded in case you want to go back and watch any of them. But with a week-long event, we know that every hacker can't attend every session.
I love this question. Can we get a recap of the names of the mascots? Absolutely. You want to take it away, Ryan?
All right. So starting with the seasons that follow the letter convention. So every season we increment the letter of the alphabet by one. We had Ada Core, or no, it's just Ada was the first one. It was like Ada with the VR goggles. Yeah. Then we kind of settled into it, and we had Bit the Bot, Crypto Chameleon, Ducky the Debugger, Ellie the Electric Elephant, Frankie the File System Ferret, and then G the GG. I can't reveal it yet.
You made me nervous for a second there. And what's your favorite of them, Ryan?
I think we personally had the most fun with Ducky the Debugger. Like, we did some cute outfit stickers for Ducky. We got physical rubber ducks. I think we did some of our coolest swag for that one. I legitimately like this season's better than last year, though, which I feel bad disparaging Frankie like that, but I'm very excited for this year's season D.
Yeah. So. People forget about when I dressed up as Ducky the Debugger for Halloween in 2019.
That is true.
People forget.
I see people guessing. Sorry to cut you off. I see people guessing the mascot name here. Do we have a challenge for guessing the mascot's name?
We do not. We can make one for sure.
I feel like we should. I feel like we should do a Google form response where you get to guess the season mascot.
We can 100% do that.
I love the confidence that some people have. They're like, oh, it's definitely gorilla. Gator, fully 100%. As if it wasn't basically just random. It's
I know. It really is so funny.
I think for the challenge, just a short field text that's what's the mascot's name? And then a long text essay section that's why do you believe in your heart of hearts that this is the mascot? I want to hear the explanations for some of the confidence we're seeing here.
I know, because people have really strong opinions on it.
I don't think I'm revealing much when I say that it's not Goose, but I wish it was.
I know, that would be a good one.
Goose is really good.
Yeah.
I do like a goose.
Oh my gosh. Now this is just full mascot chat, which is A-okay.
Yeah, it's A-okay. So for deciding the randomized characters, we actually go through this process where we throw all the names into a bowl and then we shake it around and we draw one out. And that's how we determine the mascot right here. Mary's laughing because I'm teasing. Our team goes through a couple of rounds of revisions and we pick a couple of top front runners. And then we do first drafts of each of them and then decide on a final couple from there.
Yeah. Someone asked if they can have one of the tees we're wearing. These were from HackCon. We gave these out to all of our member event organizers who attended HackCon a few years ago. So organize an awesome event and you'll have a chance to get some cool swag.
Absolutely true. All right. I think we're doing good on questions.
We really are. We're pros at this. HackCon swag is best swag. Very true. This is HackCon swag that I'm holding as well. I wanted to represent Frankie in our last 2 days of Frankie being our season mascot.
Will scores count towards the colored teams? In theory, I could finagle that, I think, if we really wanted to. But we had not planned on it. I'll see what I can cook up for y'all. The points are just made up anyway, so yeah. I'm happy to do.
Ryan with his huge cup of coffee.
I think they were referring to yours, though, weren't they?
Oh, they were?
I shouldn't have shown mine, yeah, because you
the only reason I assumed it was yours is because I have water in here, not coffee, but obviously no one knows that other than me.
This one is big, though. I love this mug. I talk about it every time we do like a Global Hack Week. I feel like it's absolutely my favorite mug. So.
Let me know who you were talking about to the hacker who said that. I lost where we're at in chat.
Don't threaten us with a good chime, Jack. Like, yeah. Mary and I are in control for a week. We can do whatever we want, you know? They were referring to mine. Yeah, this is a huge coffee mug. It's ginormous. But it's great. No one ever steals this mug, you know?
This one is also pretty big, to be clear.
I also say that like I have roommates. I don't currently have roommates, but it used to be really good because no one would steal it. And it's now become sentimental because it's the defensive mug that no one else will take. Yeah.
How do I choose a color team? Truthfully, you just pick whichever you want, but I'm on the yellow team, so you just pick yellow is how you pick.
Blue team, best team.
Is coffee that good for hackers/developers? I would say so. I'm not a doctor, though.
I feel like coffee is like in some ways overhyped. Like I love coffee, don't get me wrong, but you don't need to drink coffee to be a developer.
No, not at all.
I like that someone's going back and guessing E mascots. It's close.
Oh, that is very close.
All right. What events are lined up this year? Are you talking about our full member event hackathons, or are you talking about events for Global Hack Week? And for this person here, what will the challenges for today's session be? If you go to our website here, and this is also the schedule for Global Hack Week, if our friend in chat wants it, I'll post it. And then if we go to challenges, what's so funny in the chat?
Someone said, I picked yellow, but not for you.
Brutal. At least they're honest. Yeah.
It is brutal out here.
And these are the challenges for the day here. There you go.
Amazing.
I feel like I should address this. I feel like TNR and I have we've developed a working relationship. I don't know that I would say I hate him.
No.
We've got different styles for sure. But
yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Classic us fighting over the comments. Is it okay if you can't attend a few days? Yes, that is okay. We're lenient with the check-in. I'll say that since we have really just the core friends here now on the stream an hour in. If you miss a day or two, it will be okay.
All right. I feel like we're doing great on questions here.
We really are.
So what we'll do here is, when is our first session going live? Do you happen to remember?
Yeah, it's 19 minutes away.
Perfect. So do we want to kill 10 more minutes on stream, or do we want to pop off now? How are you feeling?
Let's give folks maybe, what do we think about another minute if we get any serious questions, and then play some tunes?
Absolutely. I'm down for that.
Oh, here's a good one. When is the big announcement? It is Tuesday at 10 a.m. EST / 7:30 p.m. IST with our CEO and co-founder, Swift. We're going to be dropping the 2023 season mascot, which is probably the one I'm most excited about, but a bunch of other cool announcements too. So things that are going to affect the hackathons going on this year. And you're going to learn more about what you're going to get as a hacker at our events this year. So it's very exciting.
Yes, absolutely. What does TNR stand for? Totally not Ryan. Has Ryan ever met TNR? Yeah, he comes to the office occasionally. Mm-hmm. Are you planning on being in the office all this week, Mary?
Yeah, I am. I was gonna try to see when TNR is working from there and maybe co-work with them one day.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a good question here. What do I do, or who do I reach out to rather, for assistance in case I get stuck on a particular challenge? If you get stuck on a challenge, you need to use the community resources available to you to figure out a solution for it. With Global Hack Week, I don't want to say that you're on your own because you actually have thousands of other hackers who are here to help you, but there's no specific guidance or mentorship for individual challenges. We do have some folks in Discord who are mentors. Some of our partners are here as well if you're working on one of their challenges specifically. But generally speaking, there's a technical questions channel, and I might pop in there and say like, hey, here's what I did. Here's the problem I'm running into. Does anyone know like what might be going wrong? And that's a great way to get help from the community itself.
And someone just asked if we have a bonus link for today. I just posted it. It's the check-in for the opening ceremony is the bonus link. Those 3 check-ins that we keep talking about, like going to 3 live sessions, is what gets you on your way to earning bonus swag. This counts as one of them. So if you're here right now, you've already got 1 checked off. You only need 2 more.
Yes. So we just learned with the workshops, right? Not really submit anything on DevPost. Yes to the first question, no to the second. You do learn from the workshops. You follow along, and you actually can submit what you follow along with and what you learn to DevPost to complete that challenge. So if you join Ryan's, building with Python session, you can then go and submit that on DevPost and earn points for it as well. They're meant to be kind of collaborative where you're working with an MLHer or working with whoever's on stream, learning how they're hacking, learning from them, and then ultimately submitting a project yourself as well. Mm-hmm. I really like this one. Is a INIT like New Year for MLH? It is. Mary and I actually splurged a little bit. We have some fireworks that are going to go off tomorrow in the United States. In fact, they're going to go off to celebrate INIT and celebrate the 2023 hackathon season. So very excited about that. There's going to be celebrations all over the United States. We could not get them outside of the United States, though, unfortunately.
Yes.
Any other serious questions in here? I live in a third world country. How will I receive the swag? We will still ship you swag regardless of where you're at in the world. My claim to fame is that we've actually sent swag to Antarctica before, but we will ship you swag wherever you put in the address. We will do our best to get it to you. So as long as you have a postal system that we can ship to, you should be good to go.
Mm-hmm. Someone asked why it's 2023 instead of 2022. That is a great question. So our seasons run July through June. So we name them after the upcoming year. So we're currently in our 2022 hackathon season as we end it. So that's why this is a INIT 2023.
All right. Any other last minute questions from the crowd? And as a friendly reminder, Mary and I will both be on Discord to answer any questions you have throughout the day here.
Is that it?
We've got one here. What are the in-person events where MLH will be there? You should come to the keynote on Tuesday. We're going to be revealing the first slate of 2023 hackathons. And I believe every single one of our member events is going to be a physical or hybrid event. And then we've got a couple of digital events like the ones we do on our Discord as well. But plenty of opportunity to join in person.
I'm going to do 2 rapid fire questions. Do we have a secret code? Nope. Instead of having you submit a secret code, you can just check in directly to this page. It's that link to the opening ceremony. And will you be attending this year's HackCon? We will be.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Good.
The next Global Hack Week will also be in 2023. Yes.
2023 hackathon season, which is the academic year.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot the world doesn't revolve around our hackathon seasons.
It's tough to believe sometimes. So with that, I see there are still some good questions coming in. I'm going to ask you all to start redirecting those questions to Discord so our team can kind of handle them over the next few hours. Mary and I do need to take a break after the stream, so we won't be replying right away, but if you post your questions, we will get to them as soon as we can. Once again, I'm super, super excited about Global Hack Week. And I cannot wait to share everything else going on this week with y'all. But more information on all of that Tuesday. Mary, any closing words from you?
I am just so excited that y'all are here. Thank you so much for taking your time to hang out with us this week. Please let us know if you have questions. We are so happy that you're here.
Awesome. Oh, Marian made it.
Marian.
All right. Well, we appreciate all of you. We'll catch you next time. We'll play some music until the next session goes live. Happy hacking, everyone.
Bye, everyone.